might know, I haven't been on BookTube for very long. I started at the beginning of January, which for me was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, so not that long. And I haven't even done the tag that you have to do. No, you didn't actually have to do, but I kinda wanna do it, a BookTube newbie tag. So I thought it would be fun to answer these, fun to have a little bit of discussion about books and such. And sorry about the tapping in the background, that's my boyfriend playing games. It's very loud right now. I guess we still can manage to talk through this. Anyway, so I will leave a link down in the description of the questions page where I got the questions, and kind of you can read about the background of it from there. So without further ado, let's just go into it and ask the first question. Why did you start this channel? Because I love books. Quite easy. I want to talk about books. I started to read more books last year in 2021, which made me watch more BookTube, make me buy more books, make me actually have more opinions about books. And for the first time ever, I thought that now is a chance that I can finally have my BookTube channel. I have actually dreamed of it for years, but I didn't actually read much, so I thought I could not do BookTube. But now I do read okay amount of books, and hopefully even get to know other people who love books and talk about it with them, get friends. Oh, do I even dare to dream about that? Anyway, second question. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Is my TBR pursuit one of them? It's not unique. There are many people who do TBR pursuits, but I have my rules, so maybe that's kinda a new thing. Other new thing I wanna... Okay, it's not a new, themed vlogs, themed readathons, stuff like that. I have a couple of ideas, but I have no way to do them now with the amount of money I have right now, but maybe one day I will. Number 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Filming. I love filming. That I have noticed that I actually love filming, and I love talking to a camera, which was a little bit weird at first when I started out. But I started out already last year in another channel, but I decided to go for it now again for the game table. New year, new me kind of stuff, and filming is so much fun. I love coming up with new ideas for videos, planning them, having these long projects that I can do and read. I have actually this one year-long project already thought out, so I better continue BookTube so I can actually do it. But it will be amazing. Number 4, why do you love reading? I love the stories. I love to read a good story that pulls you in, and I just love the atmosphere, the escapism. I don't want to read to learn more, actually, even though now I have the phase where I read every kind of genre, because I want to find the genre that I actually enjoy the most. I love reading because it takes me away from my stress. It gives me a good reason to buy more books, because books are beautiful, as you can see. I love them. It's actually a good thing to do during your free time, other than play games or be on computer all the time, so I can actually do something else than take a screen again and do that. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? Well, I'm your usual girl. It was Harry Potter, but that was when I was a kid. When I was like 11 or something, that's when I found Harry Potter and started to read. But then, after I started to study literature in university, I got out of reading for a couple of years and started last year again. And for that, the books that made me read again were the Wheel of Time books. So that's very cool. It was a long series, easy to read, easy to consume, so it was great to start with again. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't know about questions. What I would love to do is to talk about their favorite books. Maybe books we both liked, maybe even books they hated and I loved, or books I hated and they loved, and just have bookish conversations, really. That would be so much fun. And also, how can you do it? How do you come up with so many video ideas and you post like twice a week or thrice a week, and I'm here trying to come up with content even once a week? I just wonder about that. That's amazing. Number 7, what challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Learning to edit well, finding a good editing program I can use and I don't have to pay much for, just becoming more creative with my ideas, with my videos, like how I filmed them, if I should have different angles, different kind of places where I do that, just stuff like that. Number 8, when did you start reading? Well, for the first time I started reading when I was 11. I did read before that Donald Duck comics mostly and nothing else. Then I read the most of my teenage years. Then I stopped for a while, then I went to university to study literature. I read quite a lot of classics back then. Then I stopped reading for a while again. And last year I started to read again. So it has been ups and downs. Number 9, where do you read? Mostly in bed or the couch, but I would love to have my own reading nook with just an armchair and nothing else. A little table where I can put my teacup and books around me. Number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And last year I think I read most fantasy. I also found out that I really love to read thrillers, which is pretty fun. But I want to get more into horror and sci-fi, so we'll see if I actually enjoy those. And then there's number 11. What does your book collection look like? You can see it behind me. Well, that's most of it actually. Then I have another shelf right next to me on my right. There are a couple of books that are mine, there are a couple of books that are my boyfriend's. Behind these books there are many books that are either mine or my boyfriend's. And here's the other shelf, a much taller shelf full of books once again. I will make a separate video and show you what it looks like. Okay, but that was actually super fun to film. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to get to know you. And honestly, if you have a booktube channel or if you just want to talk, I would love it. And you can leave a comment down below and tell me whatever you want. Ask me whatever you want and I will gladly answer them. So see you next week. Bye.